At the moment, there's nothing here, there's nowhere, and every time you see a piece of grass, within 2 or 3 weeks it's gone. So the only bit of area that you think that is free to walk on, to take your children to, dogs, everything, you know, within a few weeks it's gone. You know, there was a field at the back of here that was purely left, and the whole of the neighbourhood thought it was going to be left, and it's now built on. So anything that's remaining over there that's clear, a nice walkway for bikes, anything like that is, I think it's crucial for the environment and for, you know, the leisure of this area. There is nothing else here.
Swindon is one of the fastest growing towns in the UK. Over the last 10 to 15 years, thousands of houses have been built on the northern edge of the town, where people have nice comfortable homes but very little space to enjoy and call their own. What they need is that space to walk in the countryside, to cycle, to take a boat ride, literally to let off steam. What they need is the Cricklade Country Way.
I really think it's good, because you always have to get in the car to go to your school unless you live really close.
We really need more green areas around where we live. At the moment it's so built up, and apart from the back garden we have, which is tiny, it's all either parked cars in front of our houses, as you can see, or just houses.
We need somewhere to go, to get out, fresh air, into the fields for the children. We go on bike rides every weekend, don't we?
Puppies.
Yeah, and we've got 2 dogs, and the dogs like to come with us as well. So it's very nice and convenient living in this area, having all the amenities like Asda, etc. But to you know, go hand in hand with that, we would like something to be able to go out into the countryside.
What a wonderful resource this project will be for children of all ages actually, but I'm thinking now of children, school children, early teenagers. I mean, much of what they'll see on this in this park is actually heritage. It's real heritage. It's a steam railway, it's a working canal, things that children of today's generation have lost touch with, to be honest. To see engines in steam, to see boats carrying goods along the canal, ideal opportunities for education, a good resource. I think it's going to be an asset to the whole community because access to the park, and therefore access to the Cricklade Country Way, is being made easy through the project.
Malden Park at the moment is an area of green space in North Swindon. There's a large lake which is used for fishing, and at the moment the rest of the park is used by people walking their dogs, so taking a walk in the countryside. And there's also the Northwoods Canal, which has been partly renovated and restored between Burton Road Bridge and the aqueduct over the River Thames.
Youngsters of our project, they could do all sorts of things. We've got the habitat improvement events, we've got the tree planting events, and we've got forest schools. The overall aim is to link any activity to the national curriculum.
One of the other elements of this project, and as you can see, the cycle route here follows the road along what looks like a quiet country lane, but can be very, very busy at times. Whereas just at the other side of me, beyond the hedge, is the canal, and the canal will have its own mouth, and of course that will become the new safe cycle route. Significantly, at various parts along the Cricklade Country Way, the canal and the railway come very close together. I'm, for example, standing almost on the infield part of the canal, and as you can see by the sign alongside me, the railway station at Blunsdon is just down the lane here, a matter of a quarter of a mile. So easy walking between canal, riverboat and the railway.
The whole project is a fantastic idea because it encompasses not just trains, it's a whole community, and it's not just for kids, it's people like me as well who like steam engines, and
I like steam engines.
It's the whole countryside idea, it's everything that the project really it's just so important, I think, for an area as well like this.
When you consider how many new houses there are being built here and the number of people it would serve, it would be fantastic. And I think people would use it. I just think it would bring Swindon to alive. This side of Swindon needs relief. It needs places people can go and enjoy themselves without being in the normal urban area, which is fantastic.
As part of the Canal Trust's input to the matched funding, This lot will be completely restored by volunteers, and their volunteer time will be costed into the project. Here we are just outside the Saxon market town of Cricklade, which at this location will be the terminus of the railway and almost the terminus of the canal before it runs on in round the side of the town into a canal basin, and also coming along the canal from down below here will be the cycle track. So at this point, the canal, the railway and the cycle track, and the walkway of course, meet. Whilst the railway terminates at this spot and the canal passes on through to the southeast side of the town, the cycleway of course continues for some considerable distance to the Cotswold Water Park, as does the footpath. Footpaths here also link directly across to the Thames walkway, and of course if one really wanted to, you could walk from the Thames path to London.
It's certainly a good idea because I am a canal man myself, so if the canal comes I'll be more than happy with that. But I would also like the other parts as well, because I love walking and I love taking the dogs out, and you know, and I have a great grandson now, so he would be with me most of the time as well, and probably learn a bit of fishing and everything from the pool, and so I think we would have a very good time.
Swindon's growing very, very fast, and it's a prosperous town, but it does need its green spaces. They're the lungs for the town, and every one of my constituents that I talk to says the same thing. So I think that the Country Way project is vital because it connects Swindon to its countryside in a way that I think is going to bring a huge pleasure and actually be a very useful educative tool for Swindon's young people as well. So I very, very much hope that this is going to go ahead. I've been actively supporting it for some time now, and I do really hope that it proceeds.
I think if we don't start getting this project underway now, we'll miss out on more generations of seeing it complete, seeing it established, getting the most out of it for us now, for our children and our children's children. All in all, I think this project is absolutely magnificent, and I can't wait to see it started.
I think it's really good because then you don't take car all the time.